For on scene. Hello, everybody. It's Monday.
Hello. Welcome.
Let me double check audio.
As long as it bounces.
No. What happened?
What's going on?
Let me look.
Testing. Audio.
Let me double check the microphone. The microphone is plugged in. Plug it in one more time.
What'd you write there?
Let's see here.
The Great Upheaval. And then
Yeti.
Good.
We're good.
Episode 1.
Everyone, we're here.
Okay.
All right.
Chapter 1.
We're all right.
Oh, I should have said chapter.
I'm gonna do that.
Damn.
Welcome.
Episode.
Welcome to the Couch Cooperative. It is a great honor to be back for the first episode of our second full-length campaign. I am Ethan, your dungeon master for tonight and evermore. And
Intro.
we are... Pleasure to have you here, buddy. We are starting the first session of our new campaign, the Storm King's Thunder, the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign module. This will be a fun experience. I hope you guys are just as excited as we are. We don't have any major announcements other than we do have our stream set to inform you of when we go live on our Twitter. So if you don't follow us on Twitch, which is a dumb idea, you should do that because that's awesome. And you're one of the people that want to watch us when we're live, go ahead and also head over to our Twitter so that you can get updates and notifications from there as well, so that you can make sure that you don't miss it. We're still working on upgrading some things, so I hope you enjoy the things that we implement throughout this campaign, as we've made a lot of changes over the last campaign. So we're excited for that. Without further ado, we will go ahead and begin. Our adventure today starts on a cold night. Deep within the mountains, up in the frozen north, a desolate valley with 2 days of travel, non-stop but pushing forward, a group of adventurers have decided to weather the dangers of the savage frontier. After these 2 days, a pass is found. This pass is a 40-foot wide, naturally formed stone causeway. It leads to the entrance of a structure that you know to be deep within this mountain.
Like the structure runs deep into the mountain, or the structure. Sorry.
Sheer cliffs plunge hundreds of feet on both sides of a single natural bridge of rock. This bridge is covered with roughly a foot of snow that crunches under the feet of 4 hooded figures and under the mighty feet of a massive 5th figure. There are fresh tracks ahead of these 5 individuals. One of these individuals, smaller in build, cloak still up and billowing in a sharp, freezing wind, kneels down and checks out these tracks. He's able to know that a sizable group have beaten them here. What that means is not yet known. But the entrance to this structure is covered, kind of encased like a cage, with these pillars of ice that stem from the top down to the base. An eerie glow is kind of emanating from inside. The large figure, massive in form, lumbers over to the entrance of this structure, which towers in size across the other 4 individuals he brings with him. This structure was built for his kind, and as he walks up to this entranceway, he begins, with the butt of an axe and the end of an axe head, begins crashing through these pillars of ice, breaking them, and shards kind of start flying off in different directions as he's kind of clearing a lot more of a way for himself to enter. As the five begin to start walking through, darkness consumes you. Only a few, I believe, are capable of seeing in these types of conditions. If I'm correct, only one of us does not have dark vision. I might be wrong.
Hey,
am I correct in that?
Whoa! And don't single me out, dude. But yeah,
the biggest of the four figures, knowing that he cannot see under these conditions, pulls out a torch, lights it, flames crackling around him. A few steps forward. But I'm sure there's a question that you all have been asking yourself. What is happening? Where are we, and why are we here? And that's exactly the question we're going to answer. You see, because this adventure doesn't start here. Not truly.
What?
There's a lot that has happened that has brought these four adventurers and this mighty giant together. It's an adventure worth telling, a tale worth noting. Histories are told with as much selected detail as possible. Every account is specific to tell the tale that is worth telling. And humble beginnings tend to be some of the best. So we take a step back. In fact, we take quite a while of a step back. And let me at least introduce you to the backdrop of our adventure, and welcome you all to the Savage Frontier. It is commonly referred to as the North, this harsh and untamed wilderness that is dotted with fortified settlements and the lairs of terrible monsters. In hundreds of blood-curdling tales of danger and hardship, the North is portrayed as a vast, cold, and lawless domain that defies all attempts to civilize it. Grim dwarf holds, tribes of fierce barbarians, and half-legendary elf realms might stand for a short time, but none are destined to last. An orc horde or a flight of dragons could sweep them all away tomorrow, leaving nothing but mile upon mile of unmapped wilderness. The Savage Frontier lies between the Sword Coast and the desert of Anarok, extending as far north as Icewind Dale and as far south as the city of Waterdeep, where our tale will officially begin near. The denizens of the North are accustomed to cool, mild summers and fierce, bitter winters. Beacons of civilization hug the Sword Coast and dot the fertile river valleys, yet, despite the abundant natural resources and scenic beauty, survival is a day-to-day concern for the people who live here. The North is a land of great mineral wealth and seemingly limitless stands of timber. Here, too, can be found the wealth of history, the plunder of lost civilizations such as Illifarn and Erlon, the ancient kingdoms of the Gold Elves in Delzoun, a long-buried nation of dungeon-dwelling dwarves, and Netheril, the fallen empire of human spellcasters. Throughout the Savage Frontier lie the ruins and dungeons of these and other forgotten realms. Cities such as Waterdeep, Mirabar, and Neverwinter would like to claim this wealth and knowledge for themselves, but enforcing such claims is next to impossible. The cities have hard enough time protecting their farmlands and roads from brigands and monsters, and as of late, that danger has been increasing. You see, the lands have been peaceful for roughly 2 years' time. Stories are told that a great threat had befallen the world, that threatened the nature of civilization, that threatened the peace of existence, that dared to even put pressure on the cosmic order. A god was sought after. Her freedom from the 9 hells was attempted, and it was unsuccessful. Stories tell of the mighty factions, the legendary leaders of the land gathering together and banding as a conglomerate to solve this threat. They had an arm. They had something that they used to mete out their dictates. Heroes who are only roughly known as the Sword of the Council. Out in the Savage Frontier, whatever that means for them, when they're so worried about living, it means nothing. However, With the Savage Frontier increasing in danger while 2 years have been peaceful, increasingly over the past maybe few months, you notice the danger. Both with brigands and with monsters, specifically with giants. They've come down from their mountains, they've rolled out from their hills, they've come up from underneath caves and their underdark dwellings, and have even descended from the heavens. People are scared. It makes life in the smaller towns uncomfortable, to say the least, but a day-to-day stress of death, a permanent reality. Because of that, our band of adventurers, a mercenary outfit that operates throughout the Savage Frontier, known as the Peacekeepers, has been doing their job as best they can to maintain some level of safety within these lands. Now, their journeys are bringing them more south than they traditionally have been. You see, the town of Nightstone has fallen silent. A town that sits just southeast of the city of Waterdeep, around the Ardeep Forest. It is known for its central structure, a nightstone that has been embedded into an islet that the town rests upon. Why it has gone silent, no one can really say. But you have overheard countless times that it seems Waterdeep hasn't made it a priority to go and resolve. For what purpose is anyone's guess. But that brings a great opportunity for the Peacekeepers, who as of late have been struggling to obtain a job. They've been downcast for a brief period of time. This is an opportunity both in reputation and in your mission to make sure that there's an established peace in these realms that can at least be afforded to the common man. You're taking this job with no contract, completely pro bono, knowing that you might get paid, you may get paid, we're not positive. But you can leverage the success of figuring out what is going on in Waterdeep to obtain some reward, but knowing that ensuring that the lives of a small town is a greater reward. So we zoom into the town of Nightstone. Now, after following the trail for 10 miles, you hear the ringing. My apologies. There's just a bit before that. You've been traveling along the high road, put into perspective for days. As evening approaches, you all spot a wooden signpost next to a trail that heads north into the hills. Nailed to the post are 3 arrow-shaped signs. The 2 marked Waterdeep and Daggerford follow the high road but point in opposite directions. The 3rd, marked Nightstone, beckons you to follow the trail. If memory serves, Nightstone is roughly 10 miles up the trail. Now, after following the trail for 10 miles, you hear the ringing of a bell. Loud. Dung! Dung! Monotonous. The sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into view. A river flows around this settlement, forming a moat. Nightstone is a series of islets, small islands set within a wide, wide river. The map before you is Nightstone, and you guys are traversing up a pathway alongside what would be the western edge, which is going to be on our table this right side. So you're coming at it from the wall. You're coming at it in the direction as if you were approaching me as the DM directionally, okay? Nightstone's on your right as you walk past it. A river flows around the settlement, and the village itself is contained within a wooden palisade. The walls and different outposts that surround it are visible, beyond which you also see a windmill, a tall steeple, and the high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings. Now, apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in this village. The trail ends before a lowered drawbridge that spans the moat. Beyond the drawbridge, 2 stone towers flank an open gap in the palisade. Now, one of our adventurers, one of our peacekeepers, has a high enough passive perception to have caught on the pathway here. You see, before we introduce, that there is a bridge that connects the two islets from the town to a keep. That bridge has been caved in. How? You can't tell, but you at least catch that it does look as if it's been shattered and that there's a gap between the keep and the town. Now, south of the village and surrounded by the river moat is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill which stands, this stone keep, enclosed within a wooden wall. The keep, which overlooks the village, is quite visible. It's partially collapsed. A wooden bridge stems between the two. You stand just before the drawbridge. From your point of view, you all can see large boulders that are spread throughout Nightstone. In fact, on the map, every circle that has lines through them are boulders. There is one thing that also catches your attention. In the very center of the town, there should be just a circle that's kind of bubbled in. A black circle right there. There should be a Nightstone there. There should be something. The town's named after it. But it is quite evident that it is a vacuous space that stands within the center of this town. The peacekeepers have a decision to make about how they are going to process this, how they wish to move forward. The town remains eerily quiet. You cannot hear a sound, and the sound of the bell is drowning out potentially any sound that you may hear in this current moment. It is assumed that the leader of the peacekeepers, a humble wood elf, and a faithful man who does have centuries of experience and life under his belt. Trey, if you would like to share your character and introduce your character.
Alright. See a very, very, very old-looking wood elf. He's pretty average size for wood elf, so he's smaller than like your average man. He has very pale hair, very pale skin that goes back into a bun. He has a beard, very white. And he wears a black cloak, and he keeps a long sword on his side. And he has a shield on his back. Very old.
Very old. The town is quiet. You see your team behind you. You're at the base of the drawbridge, so even though I have you guys on it, you're not there just yet, just to give Gabe a little bit of room. But is there anything you would like to say? Is there any direction that you would like to give before we head in?
I'm gonna look kind of confused, and I'm gonna turn around. Why am I in the front? I can't be in the front.
Am I right behind him?
You may. A towering figure, by your standards, is right by your side.
Yeah, dude.
He steps forward with cloven feet to assume the mantle of Point. Mick, if you would like to describe your character for us, please.
I'm gonna squeeze on around you, and as I squeeze on by you, you see the caramel.
Oh, real quick, just for purposes, since you said squeeze on around, every square is 10 feet of space. I forgot to say that. Big map, I was able to fit it, but every square is 10 feet of space.
Okay.
So you can stand two abreast here.
So you can basically move past, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay,
Yes.
so I am gonna squeeze on around you, and
You walk comfortably.
Why are you so close?
and you see the caramel coated with the mocha hair and the mocha fur around the hooves and the mocha fur around the hands, and it's a minotaur,
I
man.
want coffee.
It's a minotaur, man. He's a hulking minotaur. He's got a tail. He's got a tail too, and he's got kind of like knightly armor on with a big burly white scarf that sits around his neck. Does my knight code have like an emblem? I actually didn't look into that.
For your
I'll-
deity?
Yeah, no, for the because
For your oath? No, the oaths don't come with like some symbol
No,
to
no,
dictate
no,
what
no, no,
oath
no,
you're
I'm
taking.
talking about the Knights of the Holy Judgment.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay.
That is a very, very
Because
good.
if they have a symbol, I'd like to have that symbol on my armor.
No, you absolutely would have that on your armor, and that's a great call out. And I apologize.
No, I should have looked it up.
Knights.
He killed Kenny.
But his horns, he's got 2 horns, and they're full-sized horns. They just jut out from his head at a perpendicular angle, and then they both kind of curve up into the air.
Like some proper bull horns.
Yeah, just like straight up bull horns, dude. And he's got a bull ring in his nose.
He does?
He does.
That's cool. What color? Is it like made out of what kind of metal or like gold? Silver?
Yeah, no, it'll be gold. It'll be gold.
Nice.
So he pulls out.
Brass?
I use it's got a giant maul, dude. Like, you know Reinhardt's hammer? It's like
Yeah.
that. Like that.
Okay.
Except for his is it just looks like a normal like carpenter's hammer, where it's got one end that's blunted, but then the other end's kind of like a scythe hook.
Yeah, so the Knights of Holy Judgment, you're talking about that group?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Knights of Holy Judgment, from what I'm seeing, I can't find a specific symbol, but since they are relatively natured by the Knights of the Merciful Sword, we will say that it is the symbol of Tyr with a hammer in the backdrop behind it.
What's the symbol of Tyr?
You monster.
Alright, here, I'll look it up.
No one knows what the symbol of Tyr is.
I just pictured a tear.
Me too. That makes it easy.
No, it's a balance scale.
It is balance scale, so you will have a
Sounds like
balance
that.
scale.
It looks like it looks like a balanced scale on top of Thor's hammer.
Yep, so
Oh,
you
that's
will.
cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
within a shield emblazoned, and I have that on my shoulder pauldron.
You should
Perfect.
make it a hammer and sickle.
No. Anyway,
Tyr
so
does not like
you
that.
step forward.
And I say, and I turn to you and I look and I say, I'm ready to clear this room by room.
Is that your voice as a Minotaur?
Maybe it might be.
It's high pitch?
Yeah,
For
it
now.
could be his voice. Yeah.
For now.
I've never heard a high pitched Minotaur before.
Down. We'll see how it blows.
We have Bernie Sanders.
We got the fucking band of misfits, dude.
Every
Yeah,
time.
facts.
Yeah.
Every time.
So our Minotaur kind of steps forward, steps in front of you, and if you guys could share your names as well, so I can start using your names.
Sorry, my name is Pultra.
Pultra,
Okay.
Varys. So Varys, as Pultra steps before you, you see your other 2 companions kind of behind. Is there any direction that you would wish to give them? Is there any words, anything that you'd wish to say to your other companions?
Stay tightly knit. We want to be very close together, okay? Seems like a pretty big room out there. Stick with the Minotaur, guys. Stick with the Minotaur.
Dude, are you our school coach, dude?
The 2 of you are available to respond as you wish.
You seem a little paranoid right now.
It's weird
if,
out here.
If you would like to describe your character.
My character, you can't really tell much about who he is underneath all his clothing. He's quite bagged up. He's got like a white robe on with some like black underclothing covering up his face. Maybe his boots are a little black, and then he's got some gold trimming on the thing. And
And most
he is
notably is
entirely
the black
covered.
head wrapping.
Yeah. Well, that's like the undercloth, like because you know.
Can you see his eyes or no?
No, you. Well, you can. It's blue.
Okay.
You can see his one eye. Only one eye.
But is it more like a veil where it's like fully covered?
It's like if you took a fucking like layer of cloth or just like not like rope, but like, and then he just wrapped it around his head
Okay.
until only his eye was exposed. It's not there's no armor. He's not protected by it by any means. It just hides his identity.
Makes sense.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and if you can introduce your name.
And my name is Nephis.
Nephis. And Nephis, the most
Nephis is
recent
there.
addition to the Peacekeepers, does kind of step forward, leaving just our final Peacekeeper to introduce herself.
So, she. So she's a pink tiefling. She is wearing like, it's mostly leather, but it's like a leather corset almost with like her pants that kind of connect like, almost like chaps.
Mm.
And then her boots are also like a brown leather and have like a silver steel toe, I guess.
Nice. Okay.
But like what's cool or what is different about her is that like normally tieflings have like one color, I guess. Well, that I know of. But her tail turns from pink to yellow.
Mm.
And then I do want to mention too that she's left-handed, so it's not like normal.
So on her left hip, there is a
On
holster.
her right hip, because she like kind of.
Gotcha. So it's
wait,
backwards.
actually.
Depends
so
if you
she-
quick
is
draw.
it-
I mean, you can. That is fine. That's how you would do it with a sword.
Because then she can pistol whip people while she's whipping it out.
I think I have it. Anyways, but yeah. So
Yeah. What's her name?
her name's Misery.
Misery. And Misery, who has finally gotten the hang of, like, completely gotten the hang with a new style of weaponry that has been introduced over the past few years as a result of the factions gathering. There was kind of a sharing of weaponry, and there was a war that had occurred, a war that you all were detached from. It was kind of in the far ends of your mind because of where you were in the world at the time that this was occurring, but you were very fortunate to take advantage of the excitement of new technology, specifically within firearms. So you do have a gun, which is going to be lots of fun. It's going to be great. No gratata. Anyways, the four of you stand outside the main kind of gate. You're on the drawbridge currently. It is lowered, and it is 10 feet wide. It's made of very sturdy oak plank, so as you walk across it, it kind of it creaks and groans with the typical expresses of wood, but it doesn't shake. There are iron chains that are bolted to the drawbridge that connect it to winch mechanisms in the watchtowers that are directly in front of you.
Are there people in the watchtowers?
Not that you can see.
Can I roll a perception check?
You may. First roll of the game.
I got a 17.
17. You don't see anyone, in fact, at all. But you do notice that there are some tracks. There are some tracks kind of leading up to the drawbridge, so I can say that you kind of see them as you're walking across. You would need to make a survival check to reveal anything about them, or if you wish to notify this to the group and whatever that looks like, but it does need a survival check to look at it further.
Can you all identify what kind of tracks these are here?
Aren't you the guy that identifies?
That's more of a magical identification.
Who's good at tracking?
Well, I think you should give it a shot. I mean, you've been around the longest.
I've mainly traversed the Underdark. I don't know shit about this.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, you can give it a shot. It's a survival check. You see Poltra goes and leans down next to these tracks. They're amidst the grass and the dirt. The green coloring on the board indicates like pockets of grass. So in between it is technically dirt. I know it's going to be hard to kind of see, but a lot of grass and dirt around.
5.
Other tracks. And there's a lot of them.
I'll roll a survival check.
You can tell they lead north.
Can I tell how big it is?
No.
I got a 17.
17. You, after kind of looking at them maybe a little bit closer, do tell that, one, the tracks do reveal north, or they lead north, and they've been made by several dozen things in quick succession. So these footprints were very fast, they were rapid. You can also tell that there are smaller tracks, still humanoid. With your specific roll, I wouldn't say you'd be able to tell roughly how many, but there's quite a large amount that are there that also head from the north towards the drawbridge. These two seem to kind of go against each other. And you also can tell that there are two sets of unusually large wolf tracks that are heading in the same direction as the smaller tracks going into the town.
I have the spell Find Familiar. Would I have been able to, because the spell...
We'll say you have your familiar at the ready. I won't make you cast the spell for it at the start of the game.
I'll remove a spell slot, though, if that...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say that you have had it ready.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Well, I would like to make it a raven or a crow.
So you have your raven. We'll say that the raven, for the time being, had been flying kind of overhead, just briefly. So you have it come down, and then however you wish to direct it, we can go ahead and go with it.
Please, search for... Please... Do I have to speak to it? Fucking...
Yeah.
Okay. Please search for signs of life and point me in the direction of everything you find.
And it flies into the town. It starts moving in the direction of the keep, currently. But we'll get back to that.
I think we should wait before we enter these tracks. There's quite a lot of them, and it seems like they were all here in quick succession.
As you're still talking, the sound of the bell still overheard, so you can feel free to talk, but you hear it like dong, dong, dong.
I'm worried
I know what time it is.
Make a survival check.
I'm worried there might be danger ahead if we enter here.
Most likely, but we can't stand around all day.
Well, sure, but we can enter prepared.
We'll just have the Minotaur
17.
go first.
It's high noon.
I'm gonna slap your back.
Go, Polly, go!
What's your name?
This is too
I'm gonna turn around to you. My name's Poltro, and then I'm gonna go forward.
I like nicknames. It brings everyone together.
Are you like an awkward minotaur? Like, are you like when you're looking at us, or like, yeah? Are you
seems
like
a little shy.
Are you like a kind of minotaur?
He's very confident when he moves around and does
But his
things.
voice just sounds like
He
that.
just has a hard time speaking common, dude.
Wait, but so then how does he sound in his fucking main language?
I mean, I feel like that would work. Yeah.
He's like, hey guys, I found this door over here, and in my language it reads baseball. I love it. Okay. Sorry, that was good. So Poltra, you start walking through.
Yeah.
Just give yourself an inspiration point for my life. Oh God. The watchtowers. First off, I'll say, because you entered the threshold of the town, you can tell, and also thanks to your size, that there are 7 watchtowers that mark around the town. There are 2 that directly by you. There's another 5 that are in various distances that surround the town, not the keep.
Can I tell how tall they are?
They are 20 feet tall, and their roofs are enclosed by crenellated battlements. So you can stand atop them, and they allow for like archers and crossbowmen to have better firing positions if need be. You don't have anything that's like immediately like enterable, but the 2 that are that flank the entrance to the village, they also form a gatehouse. So these 2 are very distinct versus the other ones. On the map, they are always marked by a black square. So black squares are these watchtowers.
Okay.
And from what you can guess, based off the iron bolts, that each tower must contain a mechanism that handles the drawbridge.
But can I tell the drawbridge is busted already, or no?
No, the drawbridge is fully down, so it has been let down. It just you would know based off the fact, like
so that is a full bridge right there.
That we are not near, but you guys are near this drawbridge over here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And that is where you are currently.
I think we should wait for my familiar to return.
That's fair. I'm gonna check this tower. And then I'm gonna go up to the door. Is there a door?
There is a door, but as you walk fully in view of the center of the square, you notice. Actually, you hear it first.
Oh!
You see in the middle, there's these massive wolf-like creatures.
Wait, when you say right here?
In the center, yes. So, to give you an idea of where they are right by this open space. Yes, they are that size, and they both look like this, by the way.
Jesus.
Yep. So, these two creatures have slaughtered a dog. They are feasting on its remains in the village square.
So I see that.
You see them as you walk up to the actual, up to the watchtower, which then you guys kind of behind him have all seen this as well. The sound of the bell is making life a smidge easier right now. Because you can only hear the...
Is it still going?
Yep, you can only hear it in between the brief moments of silence you have.
I'm gonna instinctually kind of whoa, and I'm gonna like make like that like whoa, like a cow tipping over, and then I'm gonna push you with my arm against the wall and try and get like hidden.
Do we all?
Can we take cover?
These creatures haven't noticed you, so
I know,
you can keep yourself kind of hidden in the sense, but they're unaware of your presence.
Yeah, but I still want to do it.
Let's plan a surprise attack and take them out all at the same time.
Yes, you guys do. You guys are up.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, he sees it first, but you guys are now up with him.
Yeah, I'm not surprising anything.
Why? We came here to save people, and you're gonna let these creatures stand here.
I say,
I'm huge.
we sneak up on them.
Exactly. I would cast. I have a spell that can hit both of them.
You should use that spell.
I will. Just give me the signal.
What do I do?
You attack.
Try on the inside, I guess.
You'll follow up. So he'll shoot his spell at those thingies, and you'll follow up attack. Just hunt them down.
Oh wait. And then I want to get in position.
Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
so what's the plan?
So, maybe move in a little bit. Right? What's position for you? Like, maybe right here behind this half wall?
Okay.
Is that fair, Nick, bro? Do you want me to move you?
Each one is 10 feet.
Each square
No,
is
but
10
we're not
feet.
in combat.
Close
We're
the
not in
boulder,
combat.
boulder. Can you take cover behind it?
Yes, you can.
Can I get right here?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'd like
can.
to get in like half cover.
I
right
will say make a stealth roll. You normally, I believe, at
Oh, wait, this is-
disadvantage, right?
Where do you want to be, Kadri?
No, I took the one that doesn't.
Then you have advantage on this roll.
But I have less AC.
No, you have
Oh,
advantage
my
on this roll.
God.
Really?
Yeah, based on how close you're getting, you do have advantage because of the bell.
Well, thank God.
I'm sorry that I'm like right up by this camera, by the way. I'm like leaning over and I just realized like I'm like face up on this camera. Like, hey guys, you want to look at my face for 5 minutes?
12.
12. Okay.
Time for Nick to give away our position.
Potentially.
You're attacking them right now?
No, I'm just moving up.
Oh.
Yeah, just moving up.
Alright, I would like to be right here, kind of half covered by this wall.
That is a fence.
Okay.
So that's like a little farm. So anywhere where you see green lines that have like a lighter brown on the inside, that's like a fence.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the farm then, and I'm gonna have
this
this
fence.
boulder.
Okay, so you kind of hop over that little fence wall and make your way behind that one
Leave
boulder.
behind,
Oh.
Like right here.
Yo, I didn't even realize they're eating something right now. Dude.
Yeah, the
A dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
put me
Doggy dog.
They're eating the
behind the boulder.
They're
Would you-
eating.
you know how
They're
you
currently
feel?
eating a dog.
You're a pet owner now. Imagine your pet being eaten
That's not
by
my
a
dog.
coyote.
No.
Where do you go?
Doesn't.
Doggy,
He's behind Poltro.
Okay, and then Misery, where are you standing?
Right, I'm gonna be behind this boulder.
Okay.
Like
Left or right peeking?
left because I'm left-handed, so it'd be better for me to like shoot from cover.
Okay. So you guys have the drop for the sake of things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter into combat, and you guys are gonna have a surprise round. So that means the entire first round of combat, these creatures are not gonna be able to go first. So if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Oh my goodness. What's the bonus on initiative? Is plus
Yikes.
It should be your dexterity.
What'd you get?
nice. I get +1.
Rolling that one.
Damn, dude. 15.
Fuck you.
15? Okay. 25 to 20. I know it's probably not. It's really only optional, I think, for
I got,
you.
You have alert, dude.
19.
19.
Can we
Okay.
start from the bottom up?
No. So 19. Anyone get from 19 to 15?
I
16.
got 15.
Oh, well, that made it easy for me. Thanks, guys, for saving time. He doesn't have
Okay.
to count all the way down. I rolled a 1 + 1, so
Nice.
2.
Well, hey, you still get to go before the creatures because surprise round. So,
But
Misery,
then-
you are the first on our surprise round. So, if you would like to go ahead and go first, you may.
Alright, well I'm gonna pull out my musket.
Okay, so you pull out a long-barreled musket.
What is that?
Let me grab the strap.
Because your weapons are currently dwarvish in make, they are a bit
If we get
stockier,
away,
so
we're
they're
gonna
not like
drive-by.
slim, they're not slender. They are
Yeah.
kind of bulky, but just enough that you can still maneuver with them really, really well. You go ahead and aim it in the direction of which of these two creatures? The wolf or the panther one?
I'll do the... I think I should shoot the closest one. I'll do the panther one.
Okay, so you go ahead and fire. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You have advantage because this creature does not know of your presence.
That's 20.
All right, we got critical hit on the first roll. So go ahead. You do have you do deal damage, and it is a crit. So nice job.
Holy moly. One hit.
Good start to the session.
I know! I like never rolled 20.
He rolls an at 20. I'm God.
Shit.
D12, is this a D12? No, that's not. Is this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a D12.
Why are you doing an evil anime laugh over there, Katrina?
It's just my character losing
Wait, my
his
attack
mind.
bonus, is that like what I'm adding to my damage?
You'll add
my,
just your dexterity modifier. So just should be just the +4. Because your attack bonus would be just to hit,
Your character
but since you
thinks
rolled
he
a
has
crit, you definitely
schizophrenia.
hit.
But he's actually
You might blow
just
this
an
creature's brains
adventurer.
out.
Oh, so the attack bonus is what I add to the roll?
Yeah, to the
Okay,
roll.
gotcha.
So now
What he's
it's
saying
the
is real,
damage
but
roll,
it's
and you'll add your
crazy.
dexterity modifier.
He thinks he has schizophrenia.
I got 9.
9. It is a crit, so you do get to roll another one.
Oh, okay.
11. So a 20 plus?
15.
You rolled a 9.
No, that's an 11 right there.
No, you don't get to add numbers to both of them, only to one. So 9 plus 11. 20.
Well, and then the 4.
Wait, I
So
thought
yeah,
you
so
added.
it should be 24 total.
Oh.
I counted both rolls though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you added your did you add your modifier yet?
I think he was
Like,
trying to.
Sorry.
There. No. It's still a good call. So the 9 plus 11 should put us at 20, plus your 4 should be 24 points of damage.
Yeah.
The hammer of this
Okay.
musket drops a
You're
loud
good.
as this gun fires.
Every time.
The pellet, the small, sizable little pellet, leaves from the barrel of this long barreled rifle, and as it flies towards this creature, you immediately hear like a and its entire cranium just goes incredibly in several different directions as this massive wolf-like creature immediately drops to the ground. Once that happens,
Damn.
once that happens, you hear the gung, gung, almost in tandem. We'll say with the natural 20, you actually put it right on the gung to help cover out a little bit of the sound. The other wolf immediately, with like a dog leg in its mouth, and it's going to start trying to run, but obviously doesn't get to go. You do have some movement or anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
Am I able to use my action to like?
You
swap to
you
my...
have used the action to fire. So you can use you do have a free action that you can use to swap
That's what I'm
guns.
gonna do.
Yep. So you go ahead and stow the rifle and immediately pull out your revolver. And we then move to Varus. You are up next. Poltra is on deck with Nephis in the trail.
I'm going to put my hand on Ultra, and I'm gonna use my emboldening bond.
Let's do it.
What does that do?
Yeah, I want to know.
It's I forge an empowering bond with you, who are at peace with one another, which we're at peace with
That's
each other.
cute.
And
Power of friendship.
I'll bond you with a creature within 30 feet. You get to roll a d4 and add the number roll to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
So it's kind of like a bless.
Yeah.
For how long?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. So you feel emboldened by the...
Oh, but you can add it once per turn.
Nice.
Let's go.
How do you embolden your ally?
I just imagined something terrible.
Shit.
Come on, Gatray.
We've been together for a while now, Poltra, so get in there and do well.
It's been an honor.
You're not suddenly gonna die!
It's been such great having you here. I'm asking for your sword arm support.
Okay, so you have a d4 that you get to add. That is that an action? A bonus action?
That's my action. It's my action.
That's your action. Okay, so you do have a little bit of some movement and a bonus action if available.
No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. So Poltra, that marks you up next. Just remember that
Which
each
one?
space
Which
is,
one's up?
The wolf one is alive. The panther one is super dead.
Okay. I'm
Well,
gonna
leave
go.
him there. He didn't fly off. His brains did. His
Alright,
body
alright.
didn't.
Dude, his
Remember, every
accuracy
square
was
is
so
10
good
feet.
that his body went flying as the...
30. Cool, bro. And then
You start running up.
Yeah. And then so that's my movement.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my. You know what? I moved 20 feet,
Mhm.
but I'm actually gonna use. I'm gonna use my action to dash
Okay.
and go
All the way up to him.
40, 50, 60 and get right here. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna use my goring rush with my horns to make an attack and attempt to push him 10 feet in this direction.
Okay. So you immediately go into a sprint. Your maul in one hand, like the edge of the warhammer is kind of there. I imagine you'd probably be fighting in your
turn
normal
into a
voice,
siren.
probably
Can
in
we
your
make
native
soundboards?
tongue.
Not yet.
Just fucking...
So you start running, and as you make your way up,
This is
you
just
can
fun.
see like the cloven hooves like tearing into the ground. Goosh, 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 goosh. And he quickly kind of like slides around as he takes his mouse-horned head and tries to get it underneath this wolf and throw him up. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
That's wild.
4. Oh, well, fuck. Well,
You do have advantage because he's surprised.
Well, it's a nat 20.
Jesus
What?
Christ! Can you guys cut it out?
Fucking
I'm
poker
sorry, bro,
face,
we're
what
just-
the
I-
hell?
You know what? Fuck it. The dragon. The dragon
Someone
shows up.
Get the camera on it. Get
Tiamat shows back up. You guys gotta keep
the
this
camera
up.
on it, dude.
Can you imagine getting your ass beat
Alright.
by a minotaur in puberty?
So
Dude.
Oh no!
Come on.
that's
Boom!
Yeah.
that's gonna be 2d6 of horn damage.
Okay.
Oh. That... Dude, why did I roll in that one?
Darn it, dude. That's gonna be 1 plus 3,
4.
so it's gonna be 4 plus my strength. 4 plus 4 is gonna be 8 points of damage from the horns, and he will go 10 feet in this direction.
Nice.
So as you maneuver around him, you're able to sink your horns perfectly into this warg's hind haunches. You hear the immediate yelp of pain, and with your mighty frame, you lift and throw this warg up, and he gets into the air a little bit before kind of landing on the ground and rolling off. is pushed 10 feet closer towards your companions.
Hell yeah.
And then it goes to Nephis. You're up.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead.
Toll the Dead. All right, so that is going to put a Wisdom save on my warg,
Bell ring even louder.
who rolls a 3, so that is a failure, and the warg has taken damage. So the
it's a
damage
D12.
dice is a D12.
Jesus.
That is correct.
Ding.
Misery, you are up next.
Okay.
That's your fucking virtue name? That's cool. Oh, I got a roll to 4.
Roll a 4. 4 points of damage. And the wolf does take the pain, so you conjure up the small necromancy in order to inflict some additional damage, letting the warg know that its impending doom is on the horizon. It does hurt, and unfortunately it has not been slain. Misery, that marks you as up next.
Finish.
So I have a question though. With
Sure.
my fighting style, it says, is it +2 to attack rolls?
Yeah, just to the attack
Oh,
rolls.
okay.
Yeah, so we should have already calculated that.
I gotta go to the bathroom really quick.
Go for it.
I'm gonna use my revolver and then just shoot him.
Okay, go for it. Did we, real quick before you add totals, did we mark down how much ammunition I was giving you
No,
for the
that's
start
what
of
I
the game?
wanted to ask.
Okay, no, it's a great question. Because of where we're starting you at a level, I'm going to go ahead and start you off with 80 rounds of your pistol ammo and 20 rounds of your musket. So that should currently put you, at the moment, at 79 pistol and 19 musket. Fair call out. Okay, and then what'd you roll?
What are you singing, dude?
2
A 2?
plus
Plus 8. So 10 unfortunately misses.
dang.
We'll say as the war, you weren't prepared for Pultra to freaking yeet this thing.
Yeah.
And as it fires, you see it sink into the dirt just in front of Pultra's feet. Fortunate enough that it didn't wing off and hit him in the ankle. But that is your action.
And then I think I'll just. I can't do anything else.
Not if you don't want to.
No, I'll stay right there. I mean, I can't reload yet because that's a whole action, right?
With your revolver, you don't have to yet. You still have 3 shots before you have to worry about reloading.
Okay, but I can't shoot him again, right?
Yeah, not at the current turn.
I'll be fine. I'll
Okay.
just stay where I'm at.
So the warg is up next, and the warg is going to move back over to Pultra, is going to attempt to bite you,
No.
because you threw it.
Don't do it, man.
So that is... Guys, this is going to be a great day. That is a natural 20.
Gosh
my
darn
bad,
it, dude.
man. My bad.
Damn.
What happened?
Everyone's
I just
rolling
crit
20s.
the heck out of him.
Literally.
Okay.
Let's see if I can wiggle back in the chair.
Don't do it, dude. Like 6 damage, please.
It's going to be 19 points of piercing damage
Whoa, which I have.
as it bites around your ankle and it attempts to throw you to the ground. So I need you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me, please, or be knocked prone.
Of course it does.
Add your D4.
Add my D4. Add my D4 and use my inspiration. How about them apples, dude?
Bruh.
We're not gonna do it, dude.
You need to throw those dice.
We're not gonna do it, dude.
What do you roll?
8.
So the warg does indeed
No!
drag you to the ground, and then is going to use the rest of its movement, because that's 50 feet, and it's going to get on top of you, and is in the process of mauling you.
Oh my
And that's
God.
what we'll say deals the additional damage. So the warg grabs you around the ankle and throws you back. You're unprepared. You just threw this creature. Now it's
Darn
throwing
it.
you. As you drop down, the warg immediately gets on top of you and bites into your neck and starts yanking and pulling, and you can feel the blood, you can feel the pain and the searing agony as it bites, and it bites deep. But that is going to be the warg's turn for the moment.
like
Varsh,
this.
you are up next.
I don't like this game, Matador.
Can I make it up to the dog?
If you have the movement,
I have 35 movement.
you do. Each square is 10 feet.
Well, son of a goddamn
About 3
motherfucker.
squares.
1, 2, 3, and I can go half a square.
Technically, no.
Boom. What I'm gonna do is
You're 5 feet away, dude.
I'm not 5 feet away. Yeah, but he's also on half a square, so wouldn't that be 10 feet? He's about 10 feet away.
Oh, 10 feet. All
Can I
right.
attack him with a melee weapon from here?
No.
Even if my sword's long?
No. It's
Yeah,
too
you
far.
got a 10-foot sword.
I got a long sword.
How many explosive rounds do I have?
At the current moment, none.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you're gonna get explosive rounds?
Well, some ammunition, like some guns, like the hand mortar, deal explosive damage. So he has a thing written down for what explosive munitions do.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. Balls.
Can he fire a cannon?
I mean, he would be the best to fire cannons
Shoulder mounted.
if cannonry was a thing here.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Varus?
That'd be cool.
Off a ship.
I'm going.
Is it Varus or Varus? My bad.
Varus.
Varus.
Dude, if I carry it, but
He
you
doesn't even
aim
know,
it,
Ethan.
I go by both.
Does
As
that
long as
He
count?
doesn't even know.
I mean, as long as
He
it's,
doesn't
like,
even know
still-
League of
Like,
Legends.
if you could, like, if I
He
put
doesn't
it on
even
top of
know.
my
He doesn't
head
even know.
and you use my horns as a
As long as I
crosshair
don't miss.
to aim,
As long as I don't miss.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
On the ward?
What is it called?
The warg.
Warg?
It's a warg.
Thought it was a
Yeah,
warg.
you ever watch Lord of the Rings?
No.
Get out.
exactly, dude. That's
That's true. You,
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
you have negative inspiration.
I saw the Vampire
So-
Diaries.
Oh, great. So imagine, you know what? This might be up your alley. Then you ever seen Twilight?
I have.
Team Jacob.
Exactly. They're probably that size.
Oh shit.
Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah.
You rolled a 8. Rolled an 8. So that should be a failure.
All right, because it's a dex save.
Yep.
I have to roll to hit though, right?
Nope.
Oh shit.
It's a dex save. I know
Oh,
Sacred Flame
fuck.
quite well.
That sucks.
Yeah. So you go ahead and clutch a holy symbol as you
Lord.
conjure up the wrath of your deity for a brief moment because of the absolute travesty that this creature has been inflicting on the peace of this town, and a sacred flame envelops it. How much damage do we deal?
May my light inflict you. And then, oh, I don't add anything, right?
No, it should be just flat. Yep.
Okay. 2.
2 points of radiant damage. The warg kind of shrieks out with just a bit of pain, but is too busy mauling your companion. So that is your turn.
Yeah.
Poltra, we are up next. Nephis, you're on deck.
You're
I'll
pro.
take half my movement to get up.
Really
I'm gonna get
warm
up.
right now, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up.
It's gonna take your full movement to
Kill him
push
when he's
him
warm.
off of you and get up.
What does that
Alright.
mean?
We'll do that.
Okay.
So I can't move,
Oh.
but it's fine.
But you are able to get this warg off of you. You stand up fully. Your maul in hand. What would you like to do?
Uppercut.
He wants to maul you,
Uppercut.
get a maul.
You got this, Poltra.
Yeah,
This is in your head.
I literally just want
Fucking
to.
Katri's just our motivational
I
speaker,
know.
I just want to attack
That's my
it.
job. So don't fuck.
My name is Varus. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it
Kill
and attempt to shove it again.
I was gonna let him
To
live.
shove it?
Dang,
Beast
dude.
of prey. Beast
You got all your luck out with that nat 20 with your horns.
It would seem so, bro. The attack misses.
Okay. What'd you roll?
2.
Yeah, the attack misses. Were you swinging with your maul?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you swing, the warg, it kind of instinctually, actually, you can notice that it doesn't look like this is the first time the warg has been hit from the front. And is very reactive to that and kind of shirks underneath it with like a learned reaction. But it dodges, and that's your action, your movement.
Swing with your torso.
I don't think I want
Make
to use
him.
my bonus action for anything, but just let me double check. No, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay? Nephis, you're up.
I'm going to go 10, and then I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead, and then I'm going to go 20, 30, and go right here, and I'm going to look this way.
Okay. Rolls another 7, so it is a failure. go ahead and roll damage on this one. Still a d12.
A 2.
2 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
And then, would I see anyone or thing?
You don't see anything around you, but as you walk up, you do quickly cast just a minor necromantic cantrip. The warg has not been slain.
Help.
Is
As
it
of
his
yet.
turn?
Help.
It is now Misery's turn.
Kill
I'm
it.
gonna move.
Kill it.
Because, I mean, even though I'm leading, I'm still in the same box, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna move my full movement. 1,
3
10,
box.
2,
20,
3.
30.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna.
Fire again?
Yeah.
Okay. So you quickly breach the corner and fire as you run towards it.
Fire away.
Nat 20.
Okay.
What the
Go
fuck?
ahead and roll damage.
He's
Bro,
cheating.
you got
He
weighted-
put-
weighted
He put the dice in
die.
his hand and went.
What website did you go through, bro? What
I
website?
bought it at a D&D store.
Send me that website, dude.
I just.
Link?
No, he bought the gun with aim assist. He literally has aim assist
Fuck,
on.
dude.
He's playing controller. He's not even mouse and keyboard.
Strike back.
8 plus.
Wolf's dead.
Plus 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can roll the dice one more time.
That's what I thought.
Perfect. So we're at 12 currently.
Ooh.
For your pistol, it should be a D10.
Oof. My bad.
Nope,
Okay.
no worries, no worries.
Damn, you're
This
rolling
one's
high
Yep,
too.
that's the
Oh,
one.
oh, I know.
So roll that twice and add the
Now you
4. We
roll
should be
2
good.
ones. Okay,
Okay,
6.
Okay.
10 plus.
Okay, I was looking
No,
at it.
you're good. Yeah.
14.
14.
You killed it.
Yeah, and with this turn, as the dog kind of instinctually kind of jumps back from your attack,
Remember what I said?
you breach the corner and you take one quick moment and are able to just
That's not fair.
perfectly.
Bro.
You see its shoulder perfectly exposed, and you fire right behind the shoulder blade, knowing you're going to puncture along. The bullet enters straight into the side of this creature. Blood flies out and starts pouring down its side. You know that this wound was a deep wound. It struggles and kind of heaves, like bodily wise, a few times before it drops straight to the ground. The eyes kind of start looking up and moving as it's slowly dying before the blood is just too much and the warg has been slain.
Finally.
Both creatures have been killed, but the bell, dong, 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 still overcasts. Makes it quite difficult to hear things that are immediately around you. Now you do a quick check, so I want you guys to go ahead and make a perception roll as a group for me. You do have disadvantage on this roll because we're doing it in the aftermath of a combat to make sure that you guys are safe.
This doesn't seem good.
Wait, that's a D12. I'm retarded.
Perception is a +0.
I got 6.
12.
3.
12. 12.
You guys are good.
What the fuck?
You guys are good.
Yeah, that's because we rolled so low we didn't
I
see
run up
anything.
to
Or you guys are good. You don't know.
Well, we have to role play like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to roleplay like you're good.
I'll run up to Poltrap.
I'm
Are you okay?
not good.
How you feeling?
Not good.
Alright, buddy. We'll get you through this. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, you go ahead and cast Cure Wounds. The restorative magic goes
I'm
and...
reloading my weapons.
Yep, you go ahead and reload both.
How much?
Can I roll a perception check for the tracks that I saw earlier at the beginning?
They're not... I mean, the tracks spread all over the place, so they go in 1,000 different directions. The town is a busy town in and of itself, so people they move around a lot, and whatever tracks, the minute you cross through, immediately become undiscernible.
Can I...
We assume we can get it.
I can go ahead and take the... Well, we'll just leave the wargs there. That's fine. Their bodies are there. Makes it nice. Makes it cool.
Can I look at the dog that got devoured?
Yeah, it was St. Bernard.
Is his eyes open?
No.
I
Is he
closed
dead?
them.
They were closed already.
No, the eyes aren't open.
Closed.
Yeah, you
The eyes...
Yeah, sorry.
No, the eyes
No,
were
they
not
were already
open.
closed.
they were closed.
Not
Oh,
open.
no.
Yeah.
You're just playing with his eyelids.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to be the one to do it.
It has a leather leash around the neck.
Does it have a
Kind of
Is
like
that
a,
a name?
a
Yeah.
copper dog tag. Buster.
No.
Is that
Even-
even
Even back then, dude.
It's okay, Buster.
Buster's been a name
You're in
for
a better
thousands and
place.
thousands of years.
You are a loved dog.
I eat the dog. No, just kidding. Whoa.
Animal cruelty is
Whoa,
sick.
whoa.
It makes me sick. Can we turn off that bell? My hearing's not that good, but holy shit, that's loud.
It is fair. You guys can see that the bell is actually coming from the temple. There is a temple that stands immediately right here. This building is a temple, and that is where the bell is coming from. So you guys could, if you wish to enter into that temple.
Quick, regroup. Let's head up. Hit the bell.
What?
Regroup.
Can you speak proper? Can you speak proper
I
English?
said regroup. And let's hit the bell.
What do you mean hit
Let's
the
go,
bell?
guys.
What does hit the bell mean?
Let's, go up and hit it.
You want to physically hit the bell?
No, I just... No, we'll just go up the stairs. Once we get to the bell, we'll hit it.
Maintain a straight face.
How long have I been traveling with him?
Maybe it's a term.
About a
that's,
year.
older.
Literally just
About a year. We covered that.
I'm not sure why I ever agreed to sign up with you. I don't think you were this stupid at the beginning of...
Whoa,
Well, I'm
it's
sorry.
not lack of intelligence.
You're right, leader. I apologize.
It's charisma. So let's go, gang. Let's go up these stairs.
Okay.
Why does he sound New Yorkish
Who
too?
the hell is in New York?
No idea. The wooden temple that you see is actually dedicated to two different gods. Actually, a god and a goddess. You see an icon a symbol on the front of the door. One that is symbolic of a rising sun, and the other that is symbolic of a deep forest. It has a slender steeple that contains a large bronze bell and stained glass windows that depict images of birth, the dawning of the sun, trees, and also unicorns. The front door to this temple is wide open. The bell is ringing incessantly. As you walk in, the sunlight pours into the high vaulted chamber through the four stained glass windows that are set into the north and the south walls. Just a reminder that north is this way. Okay. This is north. Beneath the windows are plain wooden benches that are for the elderly or for the infirm to sit upon. The room is mostly empty otherwise. Standing against the back wall is a wooden pulpit with steps that lead up to it, and the floor of the temple is mostly composed of dirt. Set into the west wall, north of the pulpit, is a half-open door.
Am I familiar with the patrons
Make a religion
of
check.
this temple?
You might be.
I'm gonna make a religion check as well.
This seems religious.
Ooh,
What?
20.
20. You do.
22.
You do as well. You both can tell that the temple has been
Oh.
dedicated to Lathander, the god of the dawn, and Mieliki, the goddess of forests.
Naliki and Nathander?
Lathander.
Lathander.
Yep, Lathander and Mieliki. But yeah, other than that, there's just the west wall north of the pulpit. There's a half-open door. There's more to this temple. Obviously, for the sake of brevity, I don't have the interiors of all these buildings mapped out.
Can I full open the door?
You go up to the door, and the back room contains a plain wooden bed where whoever was obviously like the priest of this temple would have slept. The mattress you can see has been torn completely open and straw pulled out. The floor is strewn with the contents of two wooden chests, primarily priestly vestments and worthless personal effects. You see two creatures in this room. They're small goblinoid frames currently swinging on a knotted rope that hangs from the bell in the steeple. Dong! 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 They're the reason this bell is ringing. The sound of the bell delights these goblins, from what you can tell, and they won't stop ringing it.
That's cute.
Is it?
Little goblins so happy
I
because the
need
bell.
you to go ahead and make a stealth roll at disadvantage.
What if I don't want to stealth?
You just want to enter willy-nilly?
I walk right in and talk to these goblins.
The goblins notice you, and upon immediately noticing you, the and they both pull out curved little scimitars, drop the rope, drop onto the ground. There's 2 goblins in front of you. Your party is behind you. It's imagined that you guys would be able to enter into the doorway throughout the basics of this. So they are moving to attack. They're not here to be your friend. So I need you to go ahead and roll an initiative roll for me, please. I'll let you guys roll it as well.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What'd you get, dude?
I rolled a 1 last one, and now I rolled a 2 plus 1.
You know what? You're just the heavy hitter that's supposed to,
Yeah,
it's
well,
a
we
long
have to-
wind-up.
We
and
have
powerful
to.
punch.
We have to re-roll
Why?
because
rolled
I
a
also
2.
got a 3.
Oh, you got a 3?
25 to 20.
What'd you get?
1?
You won.
Do I add my
What
modifier?
did I get?
Dexterity.
Sick 9.
No,
I rolled
I'm
a
saying your
3.
initiative.
Yeah.
Nice.
I literally rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
4.
We're getting there.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
Fuck.
Yikes. 15 to 10.
14.
14. Okay. We need to re-roll real quick.
Small numbers.
Ready to roll.
Put your weapons away.
16.
It's gonna be.
Okay, so you're gonna go first. Anyone else that was 15 to 10?
What'd you get, Katray?
4.
Okay, and what'd you two get?
And Nick goes
9.
before me. I go. No, Nick and I both got a 3, and then Nick beat me in the
So
second
Var.
roll.
Okay, got it. Actually, it was basically the exact same setup as before. That's crazy. Misery, you're up first.
Alright, which one's the closest?
They're equidistant. It's just a matter of preference.
Okay, because I'm not gonna like move past you, but I'm gonna take out my revolver.
There's
Basically
2,
lean
right?
next to you, like
For the sake of depending on how long this fight goes, you guys still have the sound of a bell ringing. It takes a while for a bell to stop ringing after it's been ringing for quite a while. So you do have
Not if I
some
get
sound
there,
cover for just a bit. You go ahead and take fire.
yeah.
Make your attack roll. You do it like underneath like the points of his arms. Just like right on the side
Yeah.
of it.
Push your
Katray goes
out your
death.
horns.
That's cocked, but it's a 20.
Bullshit.
No, look. Do you want to re-roll
No,
it?
I know.
You can take the 20. That's fine.
3 20s?
Is it a natural 20?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's
What
saying.
kind of?
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
what?
I've used these dice forever, dude. I don't know why y'all are doubting
It's not-
me.
I can promise you, you don't need to roll to kill this goblin.
Okay.
You fire, and it completely eviscerates. Like the bullet enters his chest, flies out his back. The whole is a bloody mess, and the goblin next to him goes. Ah! That's your turn, and the goblin, thinking you did it, charges with the scimitar and attempts. You're gonna die.
No.
Rolls a natural 1. Rolls a natural 1. So you go ahead and just kind of like with your shield just smack the scimitar away, and it flies off and lands into the wood of the building, into the wall. And he looks up and goes, "Ah! How did you blow up Vark? That's his turn. Varus, you're up. Varus, you're up.
Varus. Goblins can be considered.
What are you about to do?
Well, I'm a pacifist.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm trying to.
He slapped.
He's a humanoid.
He's a goblin.
He's a goblinoid.
Oh.
So like, being a pacifist in D&D is kind of difficult
Nah.
because like everything's kind of a monster. Like this is a minotaur.
If it can speak common,
It's great.
It is speaking common.
yeah, then are you really gonna kill it? If it has no weapon, it's unarmed.
Oh yeah.
attacking me.
It's unarmed. You just disarmed it.
That's true. Yeah. I'm going to pick him up
Okay.
and I'm gonna hug him.
Dude, you're gonna get fucking goblin AIDS or something, dude. He's gonna spit on you.
It's okay, little green man.
Not diseased.
It's a goblin.
Put me down. And he's like pushing on like your shoulder. Like, put me down. No, what are you doing?
You've never experienced love, I can feel it. It's my divine sense.
Go ahead and make a, I'll say just a charisma roll.
Charisma.
I hope this
Yeah, do a charisma roll.
Oh shit. That's 11.
11. He's gonna make a wisdom save. He rolls a 12. He has a -1.
Oh.
So he rolls an 11. I'm going to give the tie to you.
Yeah.
So the goblin looks at you awkwardly. How do you know that I've never felt love?
It's so many people focus on, humans, the taller people. But everyone needs love. And I know goblins don't get enough.
They say, Beto, kill people. Beto, kill dogs. Beto, kill cows. Beto doesn't even like killing horses. You should have seen what it did to Derp. The horse kicked Derp's head in. No one asked Beto, how are you doing? No one says, Beto, do you want to not kill? They just say, Beto, go kill. Look what happened to Vark. You blew him up.
Varys is just trying to get their votes. Once he wins the election, he's not going to give a shit about the goblins anymore.
I don't blow goblins up. That's not in my arsenal.
I watched it happen.
That's a lie.
What?
With what? What did I blow your friend up with?
Your mighty love!
Excuse me, but I think it was actually the lady over here. And I'm going to point.
But...
No, I saw it. It was him.
You do bring up a good point.
You can't see anything. Your whole head's covered up.
Love can make people blow up. And that's a good thing to learn. Now go, Beto. Go, be free.
You drop Beto. Beto is free?
You're free.
Free to do what?
We should talk to him before we let him go and figure out what's going on
There's
here.
my unnatural 20, not a hit.
You're going to hit him? You have to say
It
something.
would hit.
It's a goblin, dude.
You have to
You're gonna
say something.
It's a
insta-kill.
goblin, dude. It's a
It would
creature of
hit.
evil.
We have to
Would
talk to him.
Abjure this enemy for me, if you would, my good
Let's
sire.
get
I
information
don't know
out
if you'll need to. It's a goblin. You gotta deal damage, but you definitely hit him.
Okay, cool, man.
He kills it.
9 plus 4 is 13.
Varys, you let Beto down. He looks at you. Beto? Beto is free?
Oh no, dude.
Beto is free. Go, experience the world.
But free to do. And his head is caved in with an overhand maul that caves it in from the top down. The gore splashes like you
I'm
get
sorry,
the
dude.
you get
Not
the
Beto.
splash of it, and it kind of stuns you for a second. You pull just a brief piece of brain matter off of your skull, off of your temple, and
Poltra, well, what the hell was that? The goblin was unarmed.
He's evil.
I'm gonna put my gun in my holster.
What's his
and pat
evil?
you on the back. Be like, you just saved me a bullet.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Goblins are evil?
at about this point the bell stops ringing.
Not good.
What the fuck? What was the purpose of that death?
In the name of Tyr, I will purge this world.
The only tears that you'll be seeing are from my eyes.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Give yourself an inspiration point. That was golden. That was top tier.
It's for the greater good.
Oh, I get an inspiration point.
Poltra,
I wish.
The world gained nothing by that death.
The world is a better place because Beto's not here anymore.
I disagree.
Okay?
We need to work on that.
No.
I get your whole
You're
vengeance. I know, evil! Kill! I get it. But we need to work on, the ideology behind good and evil.
Am I supposed to just exist with evil?
Hey,
We've talked about this.
I've been here for 700 years. I know a thing or two about evil. Trust
It
me.
needs to go. I'm just saying.
If you think Beetle's that evil, man, I've seen some things.
The summer of 276. Just like 27 years ago, some tiefling's farm was burnt down by a dragon.
That felt like a reference.
No,
I was there.
I was the dragon. Anyways, you guys do see in this room there are a few sacks that are lying on the steeple's floor. It appears as if they had belonged to Beto and Vark before they were both absolutely demolished. Beto's sack contains 3 blocks of incense, a silver holy symbol of Mieliki shaped like a unicorn's head, and some stolen and quite worthless personal effects. Vark's sack holds 3 empty vials that used to contain holy water. Vark drank them, so you can see contents of it like on his face. And an unlocked wooden poor box, like the alms, the tithe, the offering, that contains 37 copper pieces and 15 silver pieces.
Can I take the holy symbol?
Yeah, you have a holy symbol of Mieliki. It's worth 25 gold.
Can I throw it?
Where?
Is there like a window or anything?
Yeah.
I stop
I
him.
throw it out the window.
I stop him, and I grab it from him, and I put it in my pocket.
It's already gone.
I mean, you can throw it out the window.
Not Eldef.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna go pick it up off the floor.
Yeah, you
Not
go
my
grab it.
god.
You go grab it.
Why?
You said it's worth 25
It's
gold?
worth 25 gold, yeah.
What's it called?
It is a holy symbol of Mieliki. It's like
You
if you
better
were-
not wear that.
But it belongs to this temple, right?
It probably belongs to whoever is the priest of this temple. Holy symbols are basically like channeling objects for
Right.
Divination.
Right.
And
So I'm gonna
divine
look
casting.
at you, and I'm gonna.
Pick
Are
the
you a
gold
holy
up off
symbol?
the ground,
I
too.
do.
there's not
I'm gonna-
gold on the ground. There's
Hey.
an offering box
What's
that
that?
has all the money in it.
I want
It's
to
got
pull.
37 copper and 15 silver.
I'm
I
gonna
want
take
to
the silver.
pull.
Okay.
There is his holy
Okay.
symbol. I want to pull his holy symbol off of his body.
Whoa.
Contest his strength.
By the way, just to remind you guys watch Nephis take the silver out of the offering box.
That's fine.
Not my god.
The only thing worse than a liar is a thief.
Actually,
Does it seem like anyone is alive in
the
this
lack
village?
of life behind these goblins means the possession of their items is no longer there, so no longer can be stolen.
I merely reclaimed this from the goblins.
At about this
That's
point,
just the facts.
your raven
Is that what the dogs tell you?
flies back in. You hear the.
Here we go.
The raven is able to inform you telepathically that there is people that are still here. There's people at the keep, but they can't get out.
That's the key?
Correct. Yeah. They can't get out because of the bridge.
Everyone, my raven has informed me that there are still people here. I believe survivors, and they're in the keep. I believe there's a broken pathway, though, that we might have to find a way to repair.
I'll tell your little buddy to lead the way.
What about the other buildings?
I don't care, they're survivors.
What if people come behind us?
That sucks. Survivors.
There could be
Number
people who
one.
want to hurt us.
The only difficulty would be getting across the bridge.
My
Think
raven
about it.
searched this whole
Yeah.
place. He told me where the people are.
Yeah. At the current moment, the keep is kind of cut off from you guys. The biggest thing would be trying to figure out how to get there. You do the rest of the town to kind of maybe figure out how that could be possible. If
What,
your
you
goal
mean
is to
this
get
gap
the keep.
right here?
Yes,
That's 10 feet.
No, that's 20. No, that's 10. You're right.
I can jump it.
roughly.
Stand at the edge of it. And then I need to back up 20 feet.
Wait, no, can you just...
No, not me, not me.
walk across?
No.
You stand here, and then I'm gonna stand
Wait a
here.
minute.
I'm gonna hit you.
I don't like where
No,
this is going.
But
No.
you're gonna go 10 feet. So,
Oh god, I think there was a better way to do
You're
this.
lucky I trust you, Boltra. Don't fuck
alright,
this
I'm
up.
kidding.
There's
I'm
a better
kidding.
way to do
I
this that doesn't
could-
involve taking damage.
I could gore rush all of us across
Holding my
that,
shield up.
but I'm not going
Hit
to.
me.
We should figure out a better alternative.
It's a bucket. I'm ready.
What is this? What is this right here, though? Because I was looking at
That is a
earlier.
windmill. That's a
A
windmill.
windmill?
The markings, the 5 feet, 10 feet, it's a hill. So it goes up.
Okay.
Go break off a piece of the windmill and put it on the other side.
But just a reminder, so we'll actually position you guys right back at the temple. As you guys are leaving, the town is a little bit more quiet because there's no longer a bell. So things are going to be a little bit more hearable from here on out. But you have the immediate area around. You can see that the bridge is broken. That you've already seen. So when he mentions the keep, you remember, well, the bridge has been caved in. We can't get across.
Either we won't have
So
time
we
for a break
need
today, do you think, dude?
wood.
I don't know.
Okay.
We need wood. Let me check my inventory real quick. 'Cause I
I
might
know you definitely do not have wood.
I can see in your backpack there's definitely no planks in there.
I know.
You don't
but
have
I-
2x4s.
But
I
I
think
might.
you have rope.
I mean, I do have rope.
Me too.
Can't you just throw someone across? Misery looks pretty light. It's fine. You just tuck your head in and roll. Just watch the horns.
What are these other buildings that we can see?
Yeah, so the immediate buildings that surround you, there's a series of residences. Those are the small L-shaped buildings. There is the biggest building that stands at the north end. That is appears to be an inn of some sort. The building that is on this side, the bigger building that's on this side of the
Yep.
town, is a set of stables. And the southernmost biggest building, that's like a cylinder, a rectangle, is what appears to be like a shop of sorts.
Shop.
That appears to be a shop. You have the stables, you have the inn, there's a variety of different things that are here.
Maybe we should check these buildings for enemies first.
I don't disagree. I wanted to clear all the buildings first.
I'll go check over here. And I'm gonna go to the shop.
But we need to get to the survivors before they're no longer survivors.
I walked into the shop.
You walk into the shop.
We're survivors.
Is anyone going with him to the shop?
Me, dude.
Wait, you're coming with me?
Everyone should go. It's dangerous to split up
Well,
when we don't know what's around us.
if we don't split up, we might not make it to the survivors in time.
Listen, we're not survivors, we're adventurers. We're heroes, we're the peacekeepers. We need to get those survivors as soon as we can. And we deal with the rest of the shit later.
Well, how are we supposed to deal with something if we get attacked from behind? I mean,
Names and take ass, that's what we do. We're the peacekeepers.
what if we hold a vote?
A vote sounds fair. I vote survivors first.
I vote just a quick, brief survey to make sure there's nothing else behind us.
Either way, we need to check rooms to find something to get across the bridge. Just saying.
God damn it, Poltra. You
So let's
intelligent
go.
bastard.
We're wasting time.
And then we're
So
all
what
gonna
are we
go to the
doing?
store.
I'm
To the store.
splitting up.
Okay.
What? To the store. Dude.
No, I'm going in it. I think we should all split up. I don't think we're saving any time by going all together. And if I believe we're all strong enough here to call for help if things really get dangerous.
Are you sure we want to split up?
I'm sure. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Alright, I'm not splitting up, I can't do it.
You can go with Paul. Does that sound alright?
I'm glad you said something. Stressing me out too.
There's misery.
I guess I'll just keep a lookout, like in the center.
Okay.
I'll just have like my musket out.
Okay.
Alright, what
Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Thanks.
Dude, he's fucking high rolling it tonight, dude. 17.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. We'll get to what that does in just a moment. So, you two are going somewhere, you're going somewhere, right? What building are you two heading to?
Poltra, lead the way.
Me lead the way. You're going to the shop?
I was gonna go to the shop, but if you guys want to go to the shop, you can go to the
Then
shop.
I'm gonna go to the stables, dude.
You're going to the stables. You're going to the
'Cause
shop.
I
Okay.
heard the horsies.
So we're gonna start with Nephis. We'll do the shop first. We'll get to you guys in the stables.
Because I have to pee.
So Nephis, as you enter into the shop, mounted above the building's entrance, you see a circular blue shield that's emblazoned with a stylized golden lion. It's a symbol of a very well-known trading company throughout the Sword Coast, the Lion Shield Coster. The door to the trading post hangs open, and you can hear a ruckus within.
A ruckus?
You hear a ruckus.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay, you go ahead and quickly conjure up the enchantment, and you are able to move through invisible. As you walk through, you see just one simple goblin who's rummaging through the store's contents and stuffing choice items into a backpack.
Okay, let me look at my spells really quick.
It's Dora.
Hmm?
It's Dora.
It's what?
It's Dora.
No, the goblin's name is Jilk.
And she's shoving stuff into a backpack.
Do you see the magic ball? No, you don't.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna go into like kind of like the corner of the room and cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
Gosh.
So does that require an attack roll?
Let me see. Lashes out. Make a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack of advantage because you're invisible.
So that's a 16 for the first one.
Okay, so you definitely hit.
So 16 plus 6.
Yep, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d8.
Plus 6.
Come on, dog.
Oh, jeez.
So 9.
9 points. As the ray hits the goblin, you immediately see as the sickening energy kind of envenoms this creature. He starts hacking, coughing, puking. The bile turns to blood. The eyes begin to ooze. The creature dies pretty painfully.
What's in his backpack?
In the backpack, you see a series of bottles, 2 lamps, and a spice jar.
What kind of bottles are they?
They are bottles of milk.
Okay. Is there what else is in the store?
This is just like your basic, like shop, like trading post. So it's a lot of like foods, basic like maybe home items that some of the townsfolk might need.
Is there anything small relatively that's worth anything?
The milk.
Not really
That's
anything
not
of like
going to expire.
value. Not anything of like
Priceless.
true value.
Is there?
It's all menial goods.
Is there? Are there writing utensils? Like so I can.
Yeah, there's a couple sets of stationery.
I'd like to grab some extra writing utensils for my book and quill.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm going to just grab some like jerky for the road.
Will that fit in the
Sure.
bag with all the milk?
I'm not taking the milk, dude.
But that does wrap up the shop.
Very
So
pleased to
we'll
go
move
see
over to our stable.
His bones are
Um,
weak.
Stable team!
Wait, can I?
What?
Sorry. Can I roll an investigation check for like any clues or anything to what might be going on here on the goblin or something? I don't know. Probably nothing, right?
Sure. We'll see.
Oh, I fucking flung a board or shoop Nephis.
Metal boulder comes out of the sky.
I got a unnatural 20.
I'll say that with the unnatural 20, you have some reasoning to believe that whoever was in this building when the goblins attacked was able to escape out a back door. Now, where he went, that is completely unknown, as you haven't seen corpses anywhere, and there were footprints that did lead out and lead north. Maybe there were people that got out. Or maybe he's one of these quote-unquote survivors. But no one died in this building.
Is there like fuck? Is there like a large piece of wood or like a plank that I could use to try and make a bridge?
Not that you can see inside of here.
Not
you
even
can
a
try to
shelf?
refashion some of the shelves, but that would be a little bit more difficult because they're all fastened in.
Okay.
So So we'll head over to the stable. So the stable house actually has a, it is titled, so as you approach it, it is marked down as being owned by the Nandar family. So it is marked down as the Nandar family stable house. Now, unfortunately, a boulder had, however these boulders got here, had landed and punched through the stable house roof. So as you approach, you do see that the parts of the building have been caved in. Now, as you enter into the building itself, you're fortunate to find that there are 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses that are confined to their wooden stalls that line the north and south walls, none of which have been harmed. Hanging on the walls are bits, bridles, and leather saddles, and there are 2 wooden ladders that allow easy access to the loft that is just up above.
Go check out that.
Go see that loft.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, as you go and approach the loft, a small goblin peeks his head out from a haystack and fires an arrow in your direction. That is a crit, unfortunately.
Darn it, dude. I
my
keep
gosh.
getting hit by these freaking goblins, man.
The dog almost broke through.
No, but Dino's nice.
This is common.
4, 6. You take 8 points of piercing damage as an arrow flings into your abdomen, going about 2 inches in. The arrow's been fired. You guys, what would you guys like to do?
Can I get the rest of the way up and then hammer him?
Yeah, you can charge your way up there. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
No, Boltra, don't do
It's like bumpering.
it. Wait.
18.
Okay, roll damage.
Let the little green man live, please. Please don't do it again, Boltra.
5 plus.
Don't you do it if I get up there.
Do I add anything to my damage? I don't know.
Your strength. Yeah, your strength modifier.
9.
9. So as you're climbing up, you barely get to crest over before you see the destroyed body of a goblin get baseball slammed with a maul, and it flies overhead. So you actually see it as you're climbing up. You see it fly off, and it lands against the ground with like a.
Gosh darn it, dude.
Damn.
Damn it. How are we the peacekeepers if we keep killing?
They're not peaceful creatures.
Neither were you.
That's different.
Why is it different?
Because I'm the
Because you're
judgment of
big and
Tyr.
brown?
No,
Because I'm ordained.
Ordained. He could have been ordained.
no, he couldn't have.
You know how old he was?
No.
No, because you killed him too damn fast. You could have killed a child.
Do you think that something bigger than you will care how old you are when it swats you into oblivion?
Well,
No!
That's a big word. Your 8 intelligence.
Death! Death!
yeah, I've been attacked by big guys a lot. A lot! And I've lived 700 years. You know how long 700 years is?
No.
Very, very long time. Remember when Waterdeep was grassy plains?
I remember when we were gonna check what's in this loft.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna look around the loft.
Yeah. In the loft, there's a bunch of haystacks and then sacks of oats. The only thing that's really of value is the fact that you can see this goblin had a coin pouch on him.
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the coin pouch and like start to lift it.
Don't take it.
I'm just fucking with you, Bullfrog.
You do, as you go to grab it, you actually notice that it has a little bit more of a tug to it than you would have imagined. It doesn't jingle like coins. In fact, it feels like there's a box in there.
What the hell?
I'm gonna walk over, but as I'm walking over, I'm gonna say, "Don't take it."
There's something else in here. I'm just gonna take a quick peek.
There's a wooden box. There's a wooden box that has been stuffed into this bag. That has 1 copper piece, by the way. And the box is engraved with the symbol of the Lionel Coster, so the store, it's same symbol. So assumingly this goblin had stole it from there and then headed over to the stables. Inside that box are 10 silvered darts. Like throwing darts.
Hey, Pocho, you use darts at all?
No?
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 You sure?
Yeah?
There's quite a bit in there.
You know, out of all of your companions, that Misery's probably the most dexterous when it comes to precision aiming.
Misery's got a gun.
I'm gonna drop my
Well aware.
drop
Why
the
would she
gun
need
for some
darts?
darts.
Oh, I know you got a fancy gun. But use a dart.
Like, I know, man, okay? Don't give me that lip. I can smite you. Don't talk to the gods that way, buddy. You don't think a lightning bolt, another boulder's not going to come from the sky?
Is that box marked?
It looks like the
At about
same
this
symbol.
point, with your unnatural 20, you see what appears to be a human female in the up room of the tavern who seems to be peeking out the window and looking to see anything.
Where's the
She
tavern over
quickly,
here?
yeah,
Oh, is
she
that- okay.
quickly glances and sees you, and as you believe that you make quick eye contact, but you can't really say for certain. But as soon as that happens, the curtains are closed. But you were able to mark that out.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll dip out back to you.
Yeah, it has the same symbol as the store.
We should return it.
Are you
I
in the
like the
store?
way you think, Voltra.
Okay, so you gather the box with the darts and start to head out. We'll head to you. Is there anything that you would like to do with this newfound knowledge?
I'll holster my my musket and just pull out my revolver and walk in.
Into the tavern? Okay. Heading into the tavern, it's actually very nice. So the first thing you enter into is the dining room. Unfortunately, the room is strewn with wreckage. There is a giant rock that is currently in the middle, punched through the roof, destroyed a dining table and a pair of benches. The remains of a bed and a wardrobe from the chamber above lie among the shattered dining room furnishings. There are 2 smaller round tables and several chairs that remain intact, and resting atop each table is an unlit oil lamp. You can hear someone just from entering that is currently rummaging through the kitchen. Lying on the floor in the middle of the room is a dead goblin. There's a crossbow bolt sticking out of its chest. That's about what you can see.
And I hear you said movement above me.
No, someone's rummaging in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. I'll walk to the kitchen.
Okay. As you make your way to the kitchen, how would you like? There's a lot of wreckage, so that's potentially sound-filled.
I'll go like softly, quietly.
Okay, make a stealth roll.
What's that?
10.
16.
16.
You have a
As you make your way into the kitchen,
Man.
there is a goblin that is searching through the rubble of the inn's pantry, stuffing edibles into a large sack that seems almost too heavy for this goblin to drag, let alone carry. Gum Gum gonna grab all the bird. Gum Gum gonna grab all the apples. Gum Gum gonna
So-
grab all the bread.
While he's distracted, can I just actually holster my gun and pull out my short sword?
Okay. Gum Gum's gonna go and grab all the cheese. Gum Gum's gonna grab all the... And none of the men ever ask whether or not Gum Gum wants to get anything that smells nice. Maybe a flower. No one cares what Gum Gum wants. Everyone just tells Gum Gum to grab all the milks. Says grab all the oranges and the cabbages and the pumpkins. But no one ever asks Gum Gum, maybe you want to take something nice and
I'm gonna
shiny.
stab him.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Very good.
You have advantage because Gum Gum does not see you.
Roll again to see if you crit.
Gum evil.
So that's what, 18 or other one was
14 plus whatever.
plus 8, so 30 or 20 something.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
30.
Yeah, 30 days. Yeah, got it.
I'm at 20.
Yeah, no, you missed. Huh?
Oh, roll damage.
Gum Gum is literally God. You failed. This was a trap.
You remember last campaign when Katre's character was blessed by a Bahamut? You found a goblin blessed by another goblin.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Goblin god.
With your sword? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bahamut.
So you come up behind this goblin, behind Gum Gum, and grab Gum Gum by her hair and stab your sword through her throat. As the sword goes through the throat, it silences any sound Gum Gum might make in her attempts to die and die loudly. You sit with the blade there to ensure she's dead. You remove the blade, you drop the body. You do see Gum Gum's sack.
Ew.
I'll go through the sack.
Gum Gum's sack contains several muffins, a block of cheese, a nice cooked kitchen, a frying pan, a whole bunch of stuff. There's a bullseye lantern, a set of cooking utensils, and then we get to the good stuff. There's a jar of cloves. You know that spices and things like this do actually contain some value. A jar of saffron.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you. A dented silver jug and a cracked hourglass. Those 4 items are like the valuables of the kitchen.
I'll take the spices.
Okay, so you have a jar of cloves and a jar of saffron. The cloves are worth a silver. The saffron is worth a gold.
Yeah, good
Just
thing,
one?
Good thing the holy
Yes.
people left on their own, so
I'm actually just gonna.
we can commit to our
Yes.
thievery.
Okay.
Actually throw them. I'm not kidding.
Okay. As far as you can tell from here, you don't hear the sounds of anything else. So the only thing you can know is that there appears to be a lady in this building that you haven't seen yet. At about this point, the 3 of you make it back to the center of Nightstone. Something is amiss. Where did Misery go?
Have any of you gone inside the tavern?
No.
Oh, we came back.
Yeah, you all have come back, but you guys can't find Misery. Misery is not here.
Let's check the tavern really quick before we panic. Tavern, boom. We're on the tavern.
Make a perception roll.
Why would she be in the tavern?
Well, it's the only building we haven't checked. 19.
We checked those.
19. I will say with the 19, you'll be able to have seen footprints that are familiar to a more slender boot
With the snow.
that leads into the tavern that would mark that you should head to the tavern.
What's your character's name?
So that you don't metagame going to the tavern.
Misery? Okay.
So you now
I mean,
get a
that's
reason
not
to-
entirely metagaming. If our friend's lost, maybe check the one building we haven't checked in. And my intelligence
Yes
is
and
19.
no. But you do have a reason to go in, so the 3 of you would start making your way there. Now, we are with you though. So, you've killed Gum Gum. The kitchen and pantry, the dining room is safe. From your current position within this area, there is still, well, actually, the only place you can go is upstairs. So,
Yeah.
as you head upstairs, there are 4 doors. You do not know which of these doors specifically she would be in, other than the fact that she's going to be on the north side of the building.
Then I'll check the door at the very end then. Like.
So there's 2 doors on the north side and 2 doors on the
Oh.
south side. So you know
I'll
one
do-
of these doors she might be in.
Like left or right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll do the left first.
The left door first. Okay. So, going to the left door, you see that most of the furnishings in this room were destroyed when a rock flattened this corner of the inn. Hanging on the east wall, there's a tapestry depicting a mountain landscape, and tucked under the window is a locked wooden chest. What remains of the floor is safe to walk on.
There's a chest in there.
There is a chest. It would need thieves' tools to unlock the lock.
Which I
There's a
can do.
built-in lock.
I'm gonna just note that.
Okay.
And just walk out of the room.
Okay. And you go to the next one over?
Yeah.
Okay. Heading over to the next room. The door is currently closed, and it appears to be immovable. It's not locked, but something's been put in front of it.
There's no other way for me to get in there.
Not from where you are right here.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna go back down to just search for my party.
Okay, as you head downstairs, you actually see your companions entering into the tavern. You guys see Misery walking down from the staircase.
Did you see something upstairs?
There's a room on the left side with a chest that's locked in there, and the other side has It's a door, but it just won't budge. We might need someone bigger to open it for us.
Sure. I'm gonna start heading upstairs.
Okay.
But I do want to say,
Come to.
I did see a girl in there. I don't know if she's in that room, but I did see a girl in the
A
top
goblin?
Why didn't you say that first?
I don't know, maybe because I forgot.
You forgot that there was a person upstairs.
I told you now.
Alright.
Got my hammer ready.
When they go to open the door,
You
Ethan,
goblin?
would it be a
The door's immovable.
Oh, I see.
Smash.
Oh, so you guys head up the staircase, and the door that she's talking about that
Evil dies first.
doesn't move is immovable, but there is the other door that leads to that bedroom with the chest. But the chest is locked. There's also 2 other doors that are on the south side.
Would I be able to cast Enlarge Reduce on the chest and reduce the chest for the meantime to carry it on myself?
No, because you wouldn't be able to reduce the things that are in it, and so
It would fuck up the stuff inside of it.
yes, it would absolutely destroy things that are in there.
Okay. What if I Enlarge Reduce to the lock and broke the lock?
The lock is built in.
Oh, it's on the inside?
Yeah, it's built into the
Enlarge
chest.
the door. Reduce
Am
the
I
door.
able to do that?
What?
Cast Enlarge Reduce on a door?
I mean, you can, but it's not really gonna do anything.
Shrink the door and then we just...
We can go over?
No, because like we can't push through. It'll just be
But then there
Does
might
large
be-
reduce work on objects or people? It should say in the spell
I'm
description.
pretty sure it's just people.
Can
Yeah,
I not just
if it works
push
on
the
people, then it's
door
just
open?
people.
That's what I
You
thought.
can attempt to,
Yeah.
but the door is currently closed and it seems to be something in front of it to bar it. You can make an athletics roll if you'd like
That's
to.
fine.
Can
That's
your
fine.
bird crawl
Hey,
under?
wait. What if I make a goring rush attack on the door? And
I'll give you
attempt
advantage
to
on the
push
athletics.
You cause
door?
a creature or
Alright,
an
I'm gonna
object.
do that. So
Okay.
you guys see me
So you
back up.
could, but-
this hallway, is it like up the stairs or like? Cause
Yeah, it's up the stairs.
I have to go up the stairs because I have to back up 20 feet for this.
No, you can
So,
have the room.
Do I have to back up down
No,
the stairs?
no.
'Cause
You'll
I
have
think
enough
it'd be
room.
super comedic if
You'll
I
have
had
the
to
room.
come running up the stairs.
No, you'll have
into
enough
a
room.
door.
You'll have enough room.
But either way, we're gonna make 17 plus athletics or 10. 17 plus 4 plus what's proficiency at this level? It's plus 2, right? It's 20 something on the door.
22?
What's proficiency right now? Proficiency
Plus
bonus
two.
is
Plus
plus
two.
2. Yeah, so 6 plus 17 is 23. And
As
then-
you shatter the door, you see a very frightened human female,
Okay.
a loaded crossbow
Do
in her
not-
hands. Because the person that has broken this door down is a minotaur, the crossbow fires. That is a 17 to hit.